day of 2014.
And you're listening to This and That on The Wire. Good morning, Norman, Oklahoma. Welcome to This and That. I'm Keegan Mina, along with me always, my partner in crime, the Goondog millionaire himself, Jeremy Deere. Jer?
How you doing?
I love how we're adding all this new music to our show.
Yeah, well, they didn't hear that one.
They didn't? Oh.
You want to do it again? Here.
Yeah, okay. Ready? One day we will actually get to the show the right way. Well, welcome to our show.
There we go.
This and That.
New music.
With the Black Keys.
Yeah.
Nice. This and That. We're on every Wednesday morning from 9 to 11, Central Standard Time, of course. Why? Because we live in the heart of America, Oklahoma. You can listen to us live many different ways. You can go on our website's online page, wire.ou.edu. That again is wire.ou.edu. You can go to livestream.com/thewireou. However, we recommend you guys downloading the TuneIn radio app on your smartphone or tablet. Simply go search in the search bar on TuneIn Your Student Radio, and you will locate our station, The Wire. There's like 20,000 wires, so it's hard to find the actual one. So type in Your Student Radio. You can actually go on tunein.com and do the same thing.
Or you can also click the links on the top of our This and That page on the Facebook. Both will lead you. The first link will lead you to The Wire on TuneIn app on tunein.com. So.
Yep. And make sure to follow us on Facebook. We are one like away from surpassing our radio station for most Facebook likes.
So call your family, call somebody.
Just
like us.
Send it around. We're facebook.com / This and That Wire.
One
that
more
again,
to seal the deal.
Facebook.com / This and That Wire.
Like
Not
the letter
and,
N.
but the letter N. And you can also follow us at Twitter at This and That Wire. And you can also email us at thisandthatwire@gmail.com. You can also follow Jeremy and I's individual Twitter pages. Jeremy's at JIV3, the number 3, and I am at MEENAGH. That again is MEENAGH.
Yeah, mine's real easy. Remember?
So, Jer, October is almost done. Halloween's on its way.
Man, I wish I could. I miss dressing up. I really do. I mean, it's been years since I've been able to do that because it seems like adulthood took over, and I'm not allowed to because I work.
Yeah,
I'm working again this year. So.
Last year I celebrated Halloween twice. I was Key Guan. I had a poncho and a sombrero on actual Halloween, and then I was a leprechaun at a party in Stillwater the day after.
I could see that.
And I had a cauldron full of Smarties, and I was giving the Smarties to everybody that was walking through the house. And then I got yelled at the next day because when they were cleaning up, there was like all the Smarties on the floor. No one ate them. So they still bring that up to me every time I go up there. You bring you Smarties today, Keegan? No, I haven't. So we worked the football game on Saturday.
Yes, that was a treat getting out early. I liked it.
It wasn't a treat getting there early though.
Nah,
I actually slept in the stadium.
Oh really?
I slept at Sooner Vision. I pulled up a nice couch. I just took a nap, and I woke up. It's 5 in the morning, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, I was running a little late. I had to be there at 5 because my call's an hour early. But yeah, it was fun. I like it, man. I mean, we're getting things done, and it's fun being sidelined and getting a better view and getting paid to be there. You know what I mean?
And
it just sucks that it ended the way it did.
I mean,
what can you do?
I'm not saying I could have made the kick, but I think I could have.
And that's just he has like good games and bad games.
Well,
most of his games are good, and that's what's crazy. But what
was crazy was 19 yards.
I know.
That's a chip shot.
I know.
But you got
at home in front of your own people.
They said that was the thing about Coach Stoops is if he loses at home, he doesn't lose at home from that same team the next year.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't lose from the same team twice a year.
What is he? He would before the game. He was 14-1 for home wins.
For the past 2 seasons or something like that.
Dude, career wise,
14-1. He's only had 15 home games. That's not right.
No, dude, that's a ratio. You
ratio.
Or you make the fraction smaller.
I don't know math. I'm in broadcasting. After the football game, though, I had to go work the Barons game, and I freaked out because I was so tired. I went just to rest my eyes for a few minutes, And I woke up and it was like 5:30. I was like, oh crap, I gotta go. And I had no gas in my car, and there was traffic, and I'm freaking out, and I couldn't find a parking spot. But luckily I made it. Everything worked, and all was good. So, and then I worked this soccer game on Sunday. That was not fun at all. We did a webcast with 3 cameras. Let's just say, let's just say that. It was terrible. It was probably the worst broadcast I've ever worked on.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to say anything else about it.
Well, did they win? Did they lose? That's the most important
We lost,
thing.
but the crazy part was the game was replayed because it was canceled from the rain last 2 Fridays ago. So they ended the first half last 2 Fridays ago 1-0. They were up. Yeah. And they restarted the game and ended up losing 2-1. So, but I mean, it happens. I'm tired. Thanks for getting me this coffee, by the way, or whatever it is.
Hey, dude. Caffeine. I'm an addict, too.
Did you win the lottery?
No. I wish I did.
So we have the Limp Wizurdz on, or is it just Limp Wizurdz, or is it the Limp Wizurdz?
Whichever sounds more professional.
The Limp Wizurdz will be on our show today from the Oklahoma City Metro. They're like a hard punk band. Apparently they were a Limp Bizkit's cover band or joking band and ended up being serious about it. So
took it all the way.
They'll be on our show in a little bit to talk about things cool, things awesome, this and that. But before, Jay, I have to ask, did you finish your project?
Which project?
For electronic field production.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't started.
Well, isn't that the, what is it? Isn't that what all college students your age do? Wait till
I'm not intentionally trying to procrastinate. I'm actually
procrastinate.
I'm actually trying, but no one wants to cooperate.
Dude, I like this time of each semester, like a month and a half in to 2 months in, because like you totally, I get my rhythm going. And so I know on these days, if I don't do this, and I can plan out my schedule. So every Sunday I take care of anything I got to do in that class. So it's pretty much done, and I've done all but lick the seal because pretty much I think I've done that because the simple fact I can't change it. You know what I'm saying? There's no going back and shooting anything because.
Where do you get these seals to lick?
You know, like an envelope.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the animal.
You nasty.
Yeah, nasty. I mean, like, there's no SeaWorld here.
Nasty boy. Don't mean a thing.
So I
change accent.
Have this mustache. I don't know if you guys can tell from if you go on our wire.ou.edu, you can see a live stream of us as I twiddle my mustache.
I'm getting reports that it's currently unreliable. Should I say in a nice way?
Well, it is a creeper stash. People have been straying away.
No, I think you just see, like, there's a picture on the wall here of a guy. Like, that guy can pull off a mustache.
He's got aviators on.
It don't matter.
Anybody has aviators on. They could have a cowboy hat. Yeah.
No, I'm glad that you're doing it for Halloween. I totally get the thing, but
I'm going to be a bare knuckle boxer for Halloween, like John L. Sullivan.
It would go good, but
I bought suspenders and everything.
You couldn't.
Bully.
You just can't pull off a mustache.
Bully. You want to have a scotch, maybe a cigar after work? Go to the local haberdashery.
That's why I'm glad Lily and all them talked you out of it a year ago when you had the stash.
I was in a dark place in a dark time. Yeah. It was
You gotta have a certain panache in order to.
I don't even know what.
I don't know.
A panache.
Does it sound good to say? Did I use that right?
Innuendo.
Comment on our Facebook page and let me know if I used that right.
We know Ken will. Ken's the only one that ever actually comments on our Facebook page.
He's our faithful listener. One of these days, we'll get him to call in and y'all can hear the faithful Ken, and maybe his little man will be in the background making noise.
Yeah, he's got to be getting like, oh wait, his kid's got to be getting like a year old now.
Yeah, I think he's about 14 now.
Okay.
Not really. He's a little baby boy. Luckiest kid I think ever. Has a cool dad.
Kenneth Pletz, you're the man.
KP.
So I feel like we should probably listen to.
Well, what'd you do over the weekend? We didn't go to that.
We talked.
What'd you
do?
You just worked. That's it.
That was it, man.
I'm at extracurricular activities. You didn't.
The sleeping count.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I didn't get to even do that.
Yeah, I ended up shooting my project for EFP on Sunday, and it was fun. I was supposed to have help, but my help said they had to work soccer and like.
Is that a
bunked
stab
out
at
on
me? I didn't have
Did
a
you
choice.
feel it? Are you bleeding? Is there blood?
Actually, it was funny. When I went to the soccer game on Sunday,
There was
the
blood.
gate was closed, so I jumped over the fence, and I got these really nasty cuts. And they're little scars.
Why don't you go through the tennis place?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they'll let you in, especially once you clock in over there, because they got a clock too to clock in.
I wish I would have known that prior to jumping over the fence.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, it hurt really bad.
Generally, it does. You know the stabs I take at you. That's what I'm talking about.
Speaking of stabs, let's listen to Jimmy Eat World. This is the middle. We'll be back, and this time we'll have Limp Wizurdz on to talk about cool things.
You're listening to This and That on the Wire.
Regrets collect like old friends.
It's a good mashup.
I know. It's a remix.
Your darkest moments, I can see no way, I can see no way.
You know it. It's This and That, where
It's
we're always
almost like
messing
we
everything
intentionally
up.
do it.
I know.
I think people like it that way.
So
We have 2/3 currently on with us of Limp Wizurdz. We have Taylor and Frankie. Nice to be on the show, guys. Thanks so much for coming. I know you probably aren't used to waking up this early.
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, he's in school.
Oh, do you go here?
Yeah,
Cool.
what are you studying?
chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering, man. That's where the money's at,
fancy.
huh?
Yeah, it's
Stay away from broadcasting because
It's
there's
not
no
fun.
money here.
There's no math involved either in broadcasting.
Yeah.
so.
that's what. Yeah.
We took
Engineering is all math.
one college math class. That was it.
It ruined it for you.
I'm just training to be an electrician. I don't go to no fancy school like this.
My brother actually he does welding, so
Yeah, there's good money in it.
yeah, great money in it.
Well, the waiting list was too long at my school, so I just said I'll be an electrician, learn how to shock stuff, and that's all I'm doing now. And then you got Frank being a chemical engineer, so there's that.
Don't recommend it.
The band
I
will
do not
break up
recommend
because
it.
of this.
Probably.
Why don't you go be a chemical engineer? Maybe I will. So you guys are Limp Wizurdz. Is it Limp Wizurdz or the Limp Wizurdz?
Just Limp Wizurdz.
Limp
but
Wizurdz.
we're not. I'm not opposed if people want to say the Limp Wizurdz.
It may slip a few times. So, Rye was telling me you guys were a Limp Bizkit band for a while.
It started out. Yeah, that's where we got the name from. It started
Like
out as like a Limp
satire.
Bizkit, yeah, joke band kind of thing.
Like we noticed, like there are all these like really just butt rocky bands, and like what would I don't know. We were like 14. It's just kind of hard. And then one day we're like, you know what, why are we doing this? Let's write real songs rather than just trying to be a satire band. That's kind of what we're doing now. We're writing real songs. So
And you're you're having an EP coming out soon. Ronald, is it?
LP.
LP.
LP, yeah.
LP.
I think we're gonna call it 1603. We've kind of had a big debate over the name of it, but I think that's kind of what we decided on. And before you ask, so why do you call it that? We don't really know. We just kind of like we're tired of arguing, and so let's just call it that.
We actually drew names out of a hat, and the name that came up was Pooping in Public.
And so we couldn't roll with
um,
that, so we just
yeah,
went with 1603.
1603 was definitely the better choice for that.
That's awesome.
So you guys are kind of like a loud punkish band. I've noticed a lot of it's kind of like lo-fi. It's really like reminds me of like the what's that era? Jeremy, you're a '90s guy.
Whatever.
The straight edge era.
Yeah,
straight edge.
Yeah,
straight
like
edge, hardcore.
80s hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of like G.G. Allen too.
Hardcore.
for some reason.
Oh, Gigi Allen's my man.
That is
That's
awesome.
my man, king
Oh,
of rock and
goodness.
roll. He's nasty.
He is.
He is, dude.
He showed me who G.G. Allen was. and I
he
was
didn't
like,
know who it was.
Who's
Have,
that?
have you
This guy
have
showed
you seen
me.
that documentary, Hated?
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
my gosh,
Yeah.
he's crazy.
I was like, "This guy is out of control. He's
That's not even
doing. Is that
it's-
even sanitary?"
Yeah, he's a pretty messed up guy, but
Oh,
I
my
don't think we
goodness.
do any
Man,
of that. But
Rest in peace, Gigi.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think we're that crazy,
No.
but
not yet.
Just wait.
We're
I'm still
getting there.
drinking
Yeah,
my
we're getting
coffee
there.
this
When he's a
morning.
chemical engineer, things will all hit the fan. But yeah, we're gonna play Can Kicker for you in a little bit. But so why this sound? What were you guys' influences? What kind of drove you to this sound?
Katy Perry, Creed. No,
Title Fight.
Don't
Title
forget.
Fight. It's a big influence. Who else? I don't know. Now that I'm on the spot, I can't think of it.
But
Like you said, a lot of 80s hardcore. I don't know if people are familiar with Minor Threat. but
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Minor Threat, Pennywise.
I have a Minor
Black
Threat
Flag.
tattoo.
Yeah,
Minor Threat,
that
Black
is awesome.
Flag.
That is
the
awesome.
obvious 80s hardcore ones, and then
That reminds. I mean, that just brings me back to the whole days of skating and
Mm-hmm.
drinking beer and smoking pot.
I think of like no.
This
Really-
town needs guns. Like a lot
Oh,
of math
I
rock.
love this town.
Yeah,
Needs
like
Guns.
we listen to a lot of
Yeah.
math rock, and I don't know. I'm trying to think of what Jeff's not here today. He's
System
kinda
of a
sick.
Down.
Yeah,
System,
Jeff listens to a lot of
yeah,
System.
Yeah.
And then me and Rodrigo and Jeff, Frank not as much, but a little bit. We listen to like a lot of just hip hop, like South Park Mexican, like
SPN.
Chicano hip hop. It's kind of weird. I don't know, like stuff like that, and then like G Funk. You know.
I don't know. I've never really been big on the whole, I guess, West Coast hip hop. I'm more like East Coast and Chi-Town, man. I mean,
I like
Yeah,
it
I
when you
love
call
Nas.
me Big Pop.
yeah.
Throw your hands
I mean, like
up.
Wu Tang and OD. I still beat some fucking ODB. You know.
Oh, I still love Nas. I love Wu Tang, and I think. I don't know. I don't think he was particularly like, West
Nas,
Coast,
yeah.
Tupac, Death Row, but you
I don't
know.
really care for like Jay-Z stuff. I like his beats that he produces. I don't want
We saw
They're
Jay
too
Z.
colorful.
Yeah, we saw
Whenever he
Jay-Z
came
live.
through,
He
That's
looked
last
at me on the
December.
Megatron like his eyes were looking right in the camera.
That was awesome.
I think I'm the only person that took a selfie with Jay-Z through the Megatron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I mean, like I'm like you guys. I'm all through the whole spectrum of music. So,
Mhm.
I mean, a lot of my I mean, like my life is based around the music that I was listening to at the time. I mean, it's like I even drive like if the tempo's fast and whatever song I'm listening to in the car, like I'll be
Drive fast.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, I look down. I'm doing 90. I mean, it's crazy. Music's cool.
It's funny you guys mentioned math rock. Have you guys ever heard of Headbutt?
I've seen them on some shows, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard them.
Oh, because they were on our show a few weeks ago.
They were?
We had Speak Memory last week. I don't know if you ever heard of
I've
them.
heard
they're
of them, too.
They're more post rock, but trying to get the Hit Boys on the show.
Oh, I love
That
the
would be
Hit
cool.
Boys.
Yeah,
They're
those guys
cool.
are all the homies.
And I missed Giraffe Massacre. That was a great
Yeah.
band.
Rest in peace.
We've been saying that like every week here. Rest in peace, Giraffe Massacre. Come back, please.
Just play one more show.
So speaking of shows, do you guys have any upcoming shows?
Yeah, where are you playing at
any,
next?
Any venues?
We're playing in Stillwater at some
Ah.
house.
And
Saturday.
Saturday.
Cool.
Have you guys ever been to
Cool.
Stillwater?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have.
I
It's-
love
it's
Stillwater.
a cool place. Last time we played there, though, the cops came. It was like at a house, and we had got to play, but then Deer People was playing, and the cops just showed up, and it kind of sucked.
I hate when that happens.
That's what I like about Oklahoma City because it seems like the cops never mind. I mean, like they
Yeah.
have more important things to do when you're playing at a house. I mean,
I think so too, definitely, because like we've played house shows in the city in Norman, and cops have. I don't think so. Have they ever showed up?
Mm-mm.
But they show up to our practices. Go figure. When we used to practice in the garage, I'll show up. And
where do you
just
guys practice at here, Norman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we used to practice in his garage though, and then eventually we kind of just migrated in the living room, and so we can do that now. But yeah, they used to show up like there was one summer
All
they
the
showed up like
time.
all the time
Mhm.
for no reason. And,
You must have had a cranky old lady living next door or
I
something.
think so.
We have a lot of those. Yeah.
it down! You young whippersnappers!
But then
Crazy
it's
cat
weird
lady.
because then like the next week, the next practice, like we'd be in the garage and this like a family would show up with children and like you remember that?
Yeah, just watch us
Yeah, they'd
practice.
sit there like with like 5 kids and just watch us, and they'd play out in the driveway, and like I don't think they had any idea of the vulgar things we were saying because the PA was so bad. But you know, it's just weird. Norman's a weird town, but I love it.
It really is a cool town, though. When I moved here, I didn't know. I thought everybody just listened to country music, like Red Dirt
he thought,
Country.
yeah, he thought
Yeah.
Indians were still living in teepees and riding horses.
Well, I
Little did you
I
know.
was living in Alaska for high school, and then I moved here. And
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's crazy.
It was cold too. But I moved here, and then This Town Needs Guns was was playing at the ACM Performance Lab downtown.
Yeah.
And I saw that show, and then I saw the Hit Boys open up for them, and I was like, holy cow. They actually have music here?
Yep, he went to that. And I wanted
Yeah.
to go. I forgot why I couldn't.
I was
but
there. That was a great show.
What did you think of Milet's?
That
If I may
kid,
ask you.
he's like probably your guys' age.
He's-
He's like
yeah.
18, 19 years
He's
old.
ridiculous. That's
For
all
those
I'm
of you who
saying.
don't know, Milet's is like this 19-year-old kid. He's got like 1,000 pedals. He makes all these loops by himself, and he's a one-man band.
And he just goes.
That is awesome.
And he's like dun 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 dun, and he just starts playing all the. It's beyond words. I was confused. But there's that one guy in the crowd. He was like doing this
Ryan?
weird dance.
Yeah.
Do you know that
Yeah.
guy? He would dance
He
for
was
like
there?
3
Jeff's
hours.
buddy.
I
yeah.
know who you're talking about.
Jeff's
yeah.
buddy. Yeah, we've partied with that guy before. He's pretty crazy.
He's friends with our guitarist. Or Jeff, our other guitarist. There's 2 guitarists in the band. But, yep. Yeah, I wish I could have gone to that. I really regret not going.
It was I was like, that's about a year ago today. That was about around this time last year
Mhm.
is when it happened.
I think at that point in my life, Taco Mayo ruled my soul. I used to work there, and I would not ever ask off work for anything. I'd be like, oh, guys, I can't play the show. I'm working, you know. It was pretty bad.
So are there any other bands in the city that you guys are big fans of? Anyone that you really like, oh yeah, I love that.
None. No, I'm kidding.
We used to, before they broke up, we used to be really close with Sunny Side Up.
Oh yeah, the ska band.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're still close with a lot of those guys.
Akiba, we're friends.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I know Kevin. Kevin was
Yeah,
in the field.
Kevin McPherson?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's cool.
I mentioned you guys are coming on the show. He's like, you're gonna like it. Taylor's really good. He's good at talking. So he likes radio.
Oh.
Sorry, you gotta get closer.
Yeah. I don't know, bands that we're close to now.
Cosmo Stanza.
Cosmo Stanza. We're actually playing a house show with them, not this Saturday, or Halloween, that's the easiest way, but we're playing a house show with them in Norman, so we play with them quite a bit. I don't know, I feel like the scene lately has really just been kind of, like, jaded in the sense that, like, there used to really be, like, a sense of community more so. Like, there were just shows, like, every day, and, like, there'd be nights where there was, like, 4 shows going on, and, like, the Plaza District was bumping, and now it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of fragmented and weird. It's still cool. There's a lot of good bands, but it's like there's just not as much unity, I feel like, you know. There's a lot of talent, though. I'm not saying there's not, but it's just weird, you know.
Yeah, I have noticed a decline. I guess everybody's just getting busy with stuff. I noticed also a lot of bands, I keep asking them to come on our show. They're always like, yeah, we're working on releasing an album. So everybody's like working on releasing an album right now.
Mhm.
But I know like Dope Chapel here in Norman, they do a lot of shows now, a lot more than I thought they used to.
Yeah,
But,
they've stepped it up for sure.
Yeah, they got what was it? Nice Tuesdays.
Well, I think
That started out as a house
a house circuit
show
thing.
Yeah.
Like when I was in high school, that was going on, and just for some perspective, I've been out of high school for like 2 or 3 years now. That was going on, and then it kind of stopped, and then it started coming back around at these houses, and then I guess Dope Chapel started throwing some Nice Tuesday shows tentatively, I guess, occasionally. That way, like if a house couldn't facilitate a show that night. But it moves around a lot. But yeah, Dope Chapel's cool. We played, I think, was it the first official show there ever?
Yeah, as the Dope Chapel, it used to be Downtown Sound.
But
And we saw some-
Norman Music Fest, they had their own little stage, and we played that.
Do you is that the first time you played Norman Music Fest, or do y'all do that every year?
We played the last 3 years.
That is awesome. That's a fun music fest.
Mhm.
I wish people.
I was so.
I wish
hammered.
they'd changed the name. You know, that way it could be like it's the South by Southwest,
Be
Yeah.
like South by Northeast, South by Midwest.
South by.
It's crazy, though. It's grown so much.
Exactly.
I remember, like, when I first started going, I think it was 2 days, and, like, it was just, I don't know, just not the same vibe. And now it's like you go down to Main Street, everything's closed. There's, like, just a wall of people. You know, it's insane.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, like that's when I usually try to do the crawl, like up Main Street.
Oh,
Crawl.
yeah,
pub crawl.
Thursday
Yeah, I
we
usually
crawled.
make it like halfway there.
That I lost you that day, didn't I?
No, you ran away from us.
No.
Remember?
No.
Yeah. Dairy Boy, did he
We
not
went
run
to
away from us?
McNally's. Then we went to Das Boot. Then
Then you ran away.
Then-
No, I had to go. I went to the restroom, and then when I came out, I couldn't find you.
we were at Trace.
Yeah,
That's right.
Trace Cantina.
And then I couldn't find you guys, and you guys wouldn't answer your phone. So
I
I went
almost
home.
got pickpocketed there, but luckily I keep my wallet in the front.
Did y'all catch that Sunny Side Up show at Trace?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Did you see the
Crazy.
stage
Yeah.
dive off the table?
Yeah.
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
me.
That was
me.
awesome.
I'm
That was
taking
awesome.
props for that. That was
was
the
awesome.
craziest show I've ever been to at Norman Music
Trace
Fest.
is cool, man. I know the owner. I did a special when she owned the pink elephant, and she's kind of remembered me ever since because I used to drive a smart car. So she always remembered me bringing all this camera equipment in, and she's like, "Did you drive that little car?" And she was joking. I was like, "Yeah." So she always reminds me of that.
How was that? The smart car.
Dude, it wasn't a real car. I think anything under 4 cylinders
He's
isn't
not a real
F1
person.
isn't a real car. I mean, it's like a souped-up golf cart. But I hated it for the simple fact that, like, Sooner Road is like 50 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I would be doing 70, and there would be these big trucks that just had to get in front of the little smart car. And then I guess they would realize, hey, I'm doing 80 miles an hour. I better slow down. So then it's like they would just pull in front of me just to slow down.
Slow down.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm not.
And there's signs all up sooner that say no tolerance. So
Yeah.
then you're like, oh no, I'm speeding.
Well, that's
it's
my
not
thing.
working for me.
Don't govern what I do. You know, I mean,
That's the spirit,
I can pay
boy.
the ticket. You know, it don't matter. But yeah, like I said, the smart car was cool. It was one of those things we wanted. It's got an 8-gallon tank.
That's it.
Yeah, and you can go about 350.
$5
wow.
$5 to fill up that tank.
Exactly, dude. But that was cool. You know, I mean, like for going around town and.
I'd be scared. Like if you got hit, like you're done.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, my fiance, she's into checking everything out. So we did the consumers reports, and there was a couple videos, and you can look them up online. If you were to run into a brick wall at 70 miles per hour, the car would save you if your insides and stuff could handle the impact. I mean, like the frame itself is
Sturdy.
like engineered perfect. I mean,
Yeah, I had a manager at Taco Mile that drove one of those, and she kind of had the same thing you just said. Like, I'm not scared. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
no more
I'm-
scared than a regular person is
yeah,
of a car
well,
crash.
and that's what they're like. Well, what if a truck ran over? I'm like, well, if you're in a Honda or a Lexus or Mercedes and a truck ran over you, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, what if a truck ran over you? You can't
At the
really-
same
well,
time,
people ride motorcycles too, which that's
Exactly.
probably more dangerous than a smart car.
Exactly.
I had a Mini
Exactly.
Cooper at the time he had a smart car, so we were just bundled of joy. I missed that car though. That car was like,
Yeah, we traded it in. We
My
traded
boss
our-
has a Mini Cooper. It's pretty cool. I never driven it, but
Oh.
yep.
Yeah, I got a Honda Civic now. So
I have a Nissan
we kept it for
Sentra.
about a year, and then we were like, let's trade this in while it's still worth something.
Yeah.
I think it had like 12,000 miles on it.
We probably
one
got
year.
like what $500 at the trade.
But I'm a Honda guy. So
I drive a Honda.
I drive a 05
My girlfriend drives a Honda.
hatchback SI. So
My family's all Nissans. We have nothing but Nissans. We have 2 Nissan Sentras. No, we don't even have those. We have 1 Sentra, 2 Altimas, and a Maxima. So we're thinking about taking
and a
picture.
partridge in a pear tree.
5 Nissan cars.
I used to think like the early '90s models Nissan Altimas were so cool when I was like 16. I think it's because y'all ever seen Menace to Society?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure someone in that movie drove one, and I was like, man, I gotta get that car. That looks so cool. Throw it on some Daytons.
I never thought about a Nissan ever in my life until I seen the Murano, and I like the shape of it because it's like the Lexus, I think MDX or RDX, one of those, and it looks exactly like it, but it's not.
The worst
So it's
one's the
cheaper.
Cube.
Oh,
the
no, the
Nissan
vibe.
Cube.
It's those.
No, the cubes are decent. It's the vibe. I can't stand those. I want to rub fecal matter on every single one.
You mean
that
the
I
Juke?
see.
You're talking about the
Is
Juke.
Is it the Juke?
You hate the Juke.
Yeah, the
I
Juke.
know
That's the
you
Juke.
hate
That's the
the
Juke. I hate it, dude. They're the ugliest cars ever. And I have a feeling.
What
that-
about the Elements? Because those are kind of the same kind of body style.
No,
you know?
the Juke. Have you seen them? They got the weird headlights, and they're kind of look like a.
Oh, he's-
Yeah, pull one up, man. I'd hate them, dude.
He hates this car.
Yeah, it looks like just like a little nasty bug like crawling down the
I don't know.
road.
I just hate them, dude. Because I imagine people who own those cars are like, oh, dude, I just got a Juke, like it's something, you know. And I'm like, well,
Bro,
exactly.
I have a friend who has a Juke, so leave him alone.
if you're listening, we're ashamed of you.
Yeah,
He probably isn't. Who
because
wants-
he's got a Juke.
He is. He's going to text you here in about 2 minutes.
Hey, I hear you're talking about my Juke, Keegan.
He's like, hey, leave my Juke out of your mouth.
Get that Juke out of your mouth.
Yeah, but cars are cars. Dude. I'm a Honda person. I always have. I had a Del Sol in the late '90s, and that was the funnest car ever. I told myself if I win the lottery, I'm gonna buy a '97 and have everything redone on it, so it's like brand new. Because I swear it's the funnest car I've ever owned. I mean, they're fast. The top comes off and little 2-seater.
How do you guys store all your stuff when you travel from show to show?
Minivan.
Minivan?
No, we used to drive minivan, but my parents got tired of it getting trashed.
Yeah, like the door handle came off
well,
once. Just
well,
came
hang on,
off.
Hang on. Let me clarify
That's
real
his
quick.
thing. He's the driver.
It's not us causing damage to it. It's other people causing damage to it. We went up to Tulsa,
Psycho fans.
and some guy hit the car. It was parked on the street,
I was going to the show. Like,
away from the house, and he hit the car. Or he hit the minivan. Ow, I'm hitting my elbow on the wall.
Oh.
And then the handle came off at Music Fest actually, and
What else? I don't know. Just numerous.
Just a lot
it
of
got
bad
broken
stuff.
into
Yeah, it got
once
broken
over
into a
behind
couple
Pepe
years ago.
Delgado's. We got all our equipment stolen. It's that
Oh,
van
man.
is bad luck.
So we've been using it for a while, and it just eventually kind of crapped out on us. So started getting the U-Haul trailers, carrying those or taking those.
But then when we roll up with one, people are like, oh, they got a U-Haul. It's like, well, we don't go out of town enough to, like, go buy an enclosed trailer, you know? Like, most of the time, like, now, like, I'll just roll up and put my amp in my car and, you know. That's how it's been lately, either trailer or car. You know, we all just bundle up our own stuff and take it. So.
There's always those stories of vans and things of that nature.
What goes on.
What goes on in the vans, and now you guys, isn't it like $20 a day for U-Haul?
Something. What is it?
Yeah, it's like $20 to rent it, but really it's we don't go that far to where we have to pay multiple days. Usually it's a one day trip, you know, and then we come back the next day.
When we went to Texas, I think, was that a 2-day charge?
No, they only charge us
you
for one day.
Yeah, it's like if you get it back by a certain time, even if you take it like an extra 12 hours, it's still just a 1-day charge.
Do you have any crazy stories involving you guys traveling from city to city?
We got lost out in this really small town called Hobart.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
hell,
gosh,
way
that's,
back?
Dude.
That's I used to live over there.
You guys-
over like west Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so spooky. It was like, what, midnight or 1 a.m.?
like midnight
That's a
or 1
creepy
a.m.,
little
yeah.
town.
And me,
Yeah.
being the guy that I am, I was like, trust me, dude, just go back the way we came. You just go straight and we'll be good. And then, like, 30 minutes later, we're in the middle of nowhere, completely dark, no lights. And it's just like,
It was
we're listening to Dark Side of the Moon. And, like, I think, what song is it? What is
On the
spooky?
Run.
On the Run was playing, and it was just so spooky. Like, we're gonna die out here, dude. And Rod wasn't with us. It was me, Jeff, and Frank. So he's just driving along somewhere else. And we're like, man, Rod's gonna turn on the news tomorrow.
Yeah, Rod-
Van found dead in the middle of nowhere.
Rod knows how to actually navigate whenever we go out of town, but we always end up getting lost, and we're just driving around aimlessly out in the middle of nowhere for hours at times. So always
That's
fun.
probably the craziest story. We don't really have that many really crazy stories, I don't think.
What are you whispering, Rod?
Sweatfest.
Sweatfest. You can tell that story. It's not as dirty or gross as it sounds.
Sweatfest.
Sweatfest.
Nasty.
Sweatfest.
So we have one of your songs here on our little fancy, really up high tech, reliable radio program playing system.
Computer's mad technological, son.
This is Can Kicker by Limp Wizurdz. Now, how'd you guys where'd you guys record this song at?
Wasted Space Recordings,
Where's that at?
right off of.
Classen and 48th.
Yeah,
up in
they
the city.
they just opened. It's a pretty cool place.
Pretty cool.
This is actually the first single off our new album. So yeah,
Was
this
it
is
1603? Ronald?
1603.
1603, yeah.
So pretty hyped about it. I think it's probably one of our better songs to date.
So let's see if it actually works.
Kinda sad, happy but I'm kinda mad. Guess I'm like my
I
mom,
think it works.
don't really wanna be my dad. You see I'm up to nothing, never was a something. Has no addition, I still won't listen. Couple 100 miles away again, writing
You're listening to the show that you know you love to hate. It's This and That on the Wire.
Your student radio. When I die, lay me to rest. That's a great song. I'm glad you picked all these songs, Jer.
Yep. We're back. We got a new member of the band.
Is this the drummer?
Yeah.
Drummers Unite.
Awesome.
Cool. So, Sweatfest.
Yeah. No, we went to Tulsa, and it was a house show, but there was like a basement kind of thing
It
next
was like
to the kitchen.
like
I
a
don't
den
know.
living room thing. Like it went down 2 steps into this weird concrete room with no windows.
No windows, no air, like nothing. And pretty sure there was like a mattress behind me while I was drumming, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, but it was literally like, it was literally probably like, what, 120 in there, easy. Like, when
Yeah.
it was done, like, I literally thought I was going to die. And on top of that, like, we were the only band on that bill that wasn't, like, super brutal. Like,
Yeah. I had to completely change and get into new clothes because I was just covered in sweat.
And I rode back in my underwear back to
Yeah.
Oklahoma City.
So, Sweatfest is just the nickname you gave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing, like, super crazy out of that, but that was at this place called Rudy's House, which kind of is, gone now. It sucks. That was a cool place to play.
Yeah.
But not the sweat in.
No.
I lost
No.
5 pounds in there after that show.
By the
I
way,
felt like it.
if you're the guy that stole Rudy's Elvis picture, give it back, because that's why he quit doing shows there. And someone stole his little Elvis portrait, or maybe it was an album or something very like minimal. And he's like, "Well, if no one gives it back, no more shows." So
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
I would do it too. I'd shut it down.
Exactly.
Would you say that's the strangest venue you guys ever played at?
No.
Oh, Barkingham.
Barkingham Palace in Tulsa. It's another house, and there's probably some things I can't really include, but I'll just say, like, it's if you've ever seen the movie Kids, have y'all seen that?
Yeah, dude. Awesome.
Dude, that's what that was like. It was pretty disturbing. It was awesome though. It wasn't disturbing, but
They're just weird.
just weird, you know, just like a kind of place where anyone might show up. Like you might walk in and there's a guy that like dresses up like Ronald McDonald on the weekend just for fun, and
Yeah.
like does a bunch of drugs. It was just a weird place, man, but it was fun, you know. We played there a couple times.
What was it called?
Barkingham Palace.
Okay.
Kind of like a commune sort of thing. Like everyone just like I was actually I was peeing in the bathroom, and this chick walks in and starts brushing her teeth, and then another person walks in and starts peeing in the bathtub. Completely true story, I swear. It was just weird. Like just anything goes.
You know that movie, and probably because the movie came out and most of us in the 90s has seen it. Like that's the way most of the parties were. I mean,
Really?
like, yeah. I mean, it was crazy. It was literally a bunch of kids whose parents didn't really even were too busy. We're too busy with their own lives, and the kids, we just all did whatever we wanted. I mean,
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds like
Well,
GG Alley.
obviously,
Yeah,
your
it got
life
close to
didn't
GG
end
Alley.
the same way that most of their lives did.
exactly. Well, the one thing is, you know, I'm 35, finally going to school, and that's probably had a lot to do with it because, you know, the good times just kept going till, you know, couldn't go anymore.
Weirdest venue I've ever been was I saw the Hit Boys, this band called Cleanup, a band called Moan Boy.
Moan Boy is I forgot about them earlier when you asked.
One of the guys, I saw him walking, I think his name's Zod.
Zod, yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I guess he works at Hideaway down the street.
I didn't even know he's in Norman. I feel kind of dumb now.
Yeah, he's in Moan Boy, I guess.
Yeah,
but we
Moan-
saw them in an abandoned warehouse behind a Party Galaxy off like MacArthur or Classen or something like that.
That is weird.
It was really cool though. There's like train tracks that led to nowhere in the back, and it was huge. It
Man,
was just a really weird
a
place.
lot of those kids in like that math rocky, like art rocky kind of thing. I don't know. I don't like to classify that much,
Classic
but
kids.
yeah, like a lot of kids that, like went to class and in the city, I guess. A lot of their kind of extended group of friends. They always have like the coolest shows, just like in the coolest places, and like they're so talented. Like they can play stuff I could never play. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, that's cool though. Moan Boy is one of my favorite locals personally.
Yeah, we had to wait 45 minutes because I guess Zod is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Was like working at Hideaway,
The dedication he's
and he was they were the opening act. So it started like 45 minutes late, and we were all like, "What's taking so
rock
long?"
and roll time. It's all good.
So that was an interesting one. I saw Giraffe Massacre in some guy's back, not in the house, but in the backyard.
Surprised that didn't get shut down.
It did.
Oh.
Yeah, like 2 songs in, Giraffe Massacre had to stop playing.
Who wouldn't like them? I feel like a police officer would come, oh, this is pretty good. Yeah.
As,
know? Like,
as the drummer, like Giraffe Massacre's drummer, yeah, like
Nick?
there's no words for it.
I mean, it's a spectacle to go see him play.
Yeah.
Because he, not only that, but he's got those gauges.
yeah.
But he puts locks in them.
Yeah.
Like for like a locker,
padlock.
like padlocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like swinging his head around, and it's hitting him in the face, and he's like bleeding from all these padlocks that are. It's just. Ugh.
That's metal. I don't care what anyone or like punk, whatever everyone calls it. That's just like rock and roll right there. Like that. I don't know.
What's cool is like he doesn't know the song, but they'll be like it's the one that goes like this, and he's like, oh okay, I know that one, and he'll take a chug of beer, and he's like
Let's
going
do
to
it.
town, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
It's crazy how good he is.
He's got good showmanship. I can say
I
that.
think the first time I saw them was at Bad Granny's. Rest in peace. That's a cool venue.
Oh, it's not. That's gone.
It's not gone. She just doesn't throw shows there near as much.
Oh.
Like there's one in December coming up, but like it used to be like every week, you know. But the first time I saw them, I think I was with you, Rod, and I remember making a comment about his drumming. I was like, man, that guy is just so composed yet so like wild at the same time. He's a really good drummer.
He's very consistent.
So, other than music, what do you guys like to do for fun?
Just watch Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah. That's
I'm-
my thing.
Pick
Little
up
Ron
basketball.
Swanson. Little Ron Swanson going on.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Pick up basketball is one of those things we kind of do sometimes if we want to. Disc golf. Yeah, we like to play disc golf a lot.
Disc golf. How come you guys don't call it frisbee golf
Or
like
frolf.
everybody else?
Why don't we? I don't know.
I'm used to disc golf.
That's
Dude,
just-
that's what I exactly. I mean, like I hear everybody's like, "Oh, you play frisbee." I'm like, dude,
It's
there's not a
disc.
frisbee involved.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be avid, but
we had a friend once
Life
though.
got
Like
in the way.
he heard we were playing disc golf, and he showed up with like a Walmart frisbee, and like we were like, "That's not what you throw with." He's like, "Oh well," and he just got used to it, and he got pretty good with it.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You guys ever play up there at Delisi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my favorite place in the city.
It's
My girlfriend's
difficult.
father plays there like I think every Saturday, and like he's really good.
Yeah, I think it was let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe I think it's 6 or 7. One where you throw off the ledge, and then there's the 2 trees and the baskets around the trees. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Dude, my friend hit a hole in one there.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I was like, dude, you got to write that down on your disc. And he did. He wrote the date
I
down.
mean, we went to high school with a guy named Billy. I don't know if he's like considered am or pro, but like, do you know Rod?
I think he's a pro.
I don't know.
pretty
I know
sure.
for sure he's at least am, and he might be pro now, but he's always like traveling and going to tournaments, and
Yeah.
he's one of those guys like if he goes like 5 under, he's like, man, I played bad, you know.
Yeah. I always did it just to be out in the park and someplace to drink beer. And
That's where I go. It's just a good place to hang out.
yeah,
you know?
just
I've
go
never
hang
actually
out.
I've never actually played
Oh, we're
disc
going.
golf.
It's
We have to go.
relaxing.
There's one right next to my apartment
Yeah.
complex, just
You live
off
at
Lindsay.
yeah, that's
Oh,
Colonial.
yeah.
I know what park you're talking about. You live by that little park.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's a little like water
you-
station where the kids can
Have
play.
you ever played there?
It's very confusing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to ask y'all, like, how's it laid out? Because there's not a
Yeah.
real map.
Honestly, I just find a tee, look for a basket, and
And
then
throw.
throw it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think my favorite course is Lions over on the is it Northeast Lions?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 Lions parks in Norman. But yeah, Northeast Lions by Eisenhower Elementary. That
Oh
one's
wow!
my
I didn't
favorite.
know that they had one here. Another one here. I just seen the
so
one
good.
over here. off
They're
Alameda.
good.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Griffin. That was
Yeah.
a good one.
So frisbee golf, Spider-Man, like 60s Spider-Man, or 90s Spider-Man.
Any Spider-Man. Any Spider-Man.
How about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
That's mainly Jeff's thing. I just threw that in there because like that's my personal thing is probably pick up basketball and frisbee golf. But Jeff has just like an ever-growing love for Spider-Man. I don't know why. He's been Spider-Man for Halloween like the past 3 years. It's just kind of weird, you know. So
You guys dressing up for Halloween?
I'm gonna try to. I found a pig mask at Hastings for $20. I don't have $20, but I'm gonna find $20 and buy it.
I don't know what I'm gonna be. At first, I was gonna be one of the dudes from Insane Clown Posse, but then I was like, I'll never live that down.
the Juggalos.
Yeah, dude, I'll be Shaggy Too Dope from Insane Clown Posse. But I was like, and now I'm thinking like Scott Stapp from Creed, like a tank top and wear a wig.
With arms wide open, can you take
And I'll just
me
talk like this the whole night.
higher?
Yep.
You can be Nickelback. I always got those two bands mixed up. They kind of sound the same.
A lot of those bands do. The bird with food in my mouth. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a bird with food in his mouth.
So, you guys Thunder fans, obviously.
Yes, I am.
How you feel about KD being hurt?
Hey, Russ is my main man. You know, like I'm kind of glad he'll get to step up now. I think it's time for my man Russ to shine. And Russ, I know you're probably not listening, but if you are, I'm here for you, bruh. I'm just saying that.
KD's been holding me back. It's my time.
It's his time to take control of the team and be the butthole that he really is to everybody. To take control and just seize the moment.
I miss James Harden. He was my favorite.
Yep, I missed that.
And
Okay.
yeah.
I'm kind of conflicted because he sold out.
Yeah, he did.
So, like,
I mean, but it makes kind of sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
being
what I'm
the
saying.
sixth man.
It makes sense.
I'd
but-
rather want to go to somewhere where I started, and if they're going to pay me a lot more. But yet again, you had a great fan support here.
And if you would have stayed, who knows where we'd be now? You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a basketball analyst, but
The team with the most points will win this game.
I listen to sports talk radio a lot, and it's a lot of that. They just start talking about hypotheticals, like, well, what if you wore these shoes?
That's why I can't listen to the franchise because it's all hypothetical.
Yep.
I mean, and then I swear some of the callers, I think they like
favor.
they have people call in. You know, I mean, like they're playing it or something. I don't know. But same thing. It's all the hypotheticals. But I do have some news coming up after this break. A woman drives herself to jail to be arrested, and another woman gets lubed up by the police, along with our viral video of the week. You're listening to
This and that, but
this and that
are you know
on
the wire.
the wire.
Sometimes. This is the Hit Boys.
Oh, yeah.
We got a little bit of Falcon Hawk action for you.
You're listening to this and that on the wire. It's the show that ruins your college experience.
Keegan and Jeremy, you guys suck.
This and that on the wire. Your student radio. Oh yeah, you know it's us. Before I get into the news, we totally left the weather empty last hour, or this 9 o'clock hour. So the 5-day forecast is going to be, looks like it's going to be mostly sunny. 79 degrees is a high, 59 is a low, with 20% chance of precipitation. Winds at 12 miles per hour out of the south. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be partly cloudy. What's the difference between partly cloudy and mostly sunny? Isn't that the same thing?
Everything? No.
It's your way. It's like glasses half empty, glasses kind of half full. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
it's partly cloudy.
It's going to be partly
it's mostly
cloudy
sunny.
tomorrow with a high of 81, low of 57, and Friday a high. It's going to be sunny through the weekend with highs in the 80s, mid to high 80s, and lows in the 60s.
I'm tired of this, man. The weather like that, because my AC went out at work. I work in a pawn shop, and there's no AC. My boss is like, well, it's about to get cold, so we just won't fix it till the spring. And then, of course, right after it breaks, it's like 85 every day.
Yeah.
And there's no openness. It's like a closed building, so, you know, people in there, it's going to get hot.
It's crazy. The weather's weird. Like I was kind of enjoying the summer, but it's like I'm ready for some cold now, and it's not here.
It will, in due time, and then we're gonna hate it, and we're gonna want summer again.
No, I always like the cold because I have a friend from Alaska. That's where I like the cold.
Yeah, and I hate snow. I hate it.
Yeah, this is probably very mild to you, though.
Yeah,
Everything we
it's
get.
the wind though. The Oklahoma wind.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I hate it. Cause you get wind burns. And wind burns.
Maybe we're just all calloused. I mean, I know what you're talking about. Do you get like an actual rash from it? Or?
It's like red cheeks, rosy cheeks.
Oh, yeah. I always figured that was just normal. I don't
always
know.
thought you
People
were
tell
just
us the
embarrassed.
wind here is that bad, but I guess I don't know any
This is a
difference.
cold chill. It's like there's no trees or anything to stop it on the plains. Let's get into some news. No. Keep talking for a sec. I'm not ready. I'm failing as usual.
So,
It's my elevator wait music.
Freestyle.
Yeah.
On the radio. Pass it. Me and Rod are about to bust it, dude.
All right, here we go.
News. Gonna do some news.
All right. I told you beforehand that we were all kinds of women news. It just so happens to be women news today. I think that there's a theme with women and police. Our first story takes us to a woman who gets arrested after mistaking the sheriff's office for a bar. How do you do that? Well, obviously in Paw Paw, Michigan, there might be some sort of resemblance to a bar because the investigators say just after 2 a.m. on Sunday, a 39-year-old woman pulled right up to the front door of the Van Buren County Jail. Deputies say she thought she ended up at a bar, but actually had pulled into the parking lot that's used to walk suspects into the jail. The sheriff's office said the woman could be heard asking her boyfriend to get back into the vehicle. When a deputy approached the woman, he smelled alcohol in her breath and said she was more than twice the legal limit. The woman was arrested for driving under the influence and has since been released on bond.
That's probably like the quickest arrest.
I know, it's probably easy
No
pickings.
work.
That's easy pickings.
Wow. You just walking on in. Okay.
I wonder if they let the
Why-
boyfriend go.
If she obviously already had alcohol. So, like, why would she leave? Why wouldn't she just be like, I'm going to stay here and drink? I wonder what was, like, going on in her mind that made her think, I'm going to go get drunk somewhere else.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the crazy thing.
I heard about this new bar, the Paw Paw County, or was it Cleveland County?
Yeah,
was it?
Van
It's just
Buren
like a
County
real
Jail.
police station.
I heard about this bar called the Van Buren County Police Department.
The people at the bar she just left probably told her that. It's like, oh, you got to go check out this new place. It's right around the corner. Just pull in there.
Bunch of cop cars outside. They're just
It's
decorations.
a themed bar. It looks like an actual prison or a jail.
Just pull up there and they'll park your car for you.
Hey, they'll put you in a cell for you too.
You can check that story out. It's posted to the page, so you can read more about that. Our next one, I told you about a woman getting lubed up. I know y'all want to hear about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, another woman got arrested after getting stuck in a chimney. You guys might have seen this on Facebook
yeah.
or whatnot. Her name is Genoveva Nunez Figueroa. Say that 10 times real fast. She suffered no injuries when rescuers pulled her from the chimney in Thousand Oaks, California. Firefighters in Ventura County, California, who responded to the report of a woman crying, had to chisel away much of the chimney and lubricate her with washing up soap to free her. Police say she knows the owner of the home and who was not there at the time, but she did not elaborate any further as to why she was there or what she was doing in the chimney. The man told ABC 7 Los Angeles that he had gone on a few dates with Nunez Figueroa, but had recently ended the relationship.
Whoa.
I know, I wonder why. He said, I'm going to be a little more cautious of who I invite to my house now. The man didn't want to reveal his full name for obvious reasons. Nunez Figueroa had no clear injuries and was taken to the hospital for evaluation before being booked on suspicion of illegal entry and giving false information to a police officer. That brings stalking to a new
This just
high.
goes to show that chimneys are a big danger in America. And we can't.
We should do away
Every
with them.
year, thousands and thousands of people get stuck in chimneys.
Hashtag do away with the chimney.
Yeah.
And it's Santa Claus. That's the spokesperson.
Yeah.
It's got Arms of the Angel playing in the back like Sarah McLachlan.
Where are your kids tonight?
Only I should be
Check the
climbing down
chimney.
those chimneys. No one else.
Leave it to the experts.
It's in black and white. Brought to you by the Foundation for Chimney Sweeps.
For
I don't
chimney
know.
awareness.
The chimney sweeps like, yeah.
Hashtag no chimneys.
I don't know. At least you got looped up.
Could you imagine being that police officer? Like, okay.
Are you wet yet?
Yeah. Is it everywhere? Okay. She's like, no, you missed a spot.
Pull. Pull. I just think the police officers are like, so how was your day today, honey? Well, there's this lady, she got stuck in a chimney. We were there for about 3 hours trying to pull her out.
I had to lube her up.
At the same time, there's like 3 robberies that I could have prevented. But stupid people every day. Thousand Oaks, that's kind of a nice area, isn't it? Like, I'm
I
not
don't think
familiar
I've been to Thousand Oaks.
Isn't that
I've been to
where-
Thousand Palms.
I've been to Thousand Springs. No, I haven't.
Never been to California.
Hashtag
I've
don't
only-
go.
Yeah. I don't like SoCal. It's like the place is cool, but the people make it not cool.
Yeah, I could see that though. I've never been though, so I can't. Actually, I have one friend from SoCal, and his name's Jose Ortega, and he's like really cool, but he just says I don't know. He said it's okay. He came here actually, and he
Well,
loved it.
it's like they're trying too hard to keep up with the Joneses. Like
Yeah.
everybody there. I mean, you got to have an Escalade, and all your car has to be whatever. Got to wear that $500 T-shirt.
Gucci.
Gotta drive that
Exactly.
juke.
Yeah.
Don't even get us started.
And last but not least, make sure you guys go to our webpage. I just posted the viral video of the week instead of a news third story. So you guys probably seen that one too. I picked it up off of social media. It's the one where the Marine gets shot in the helmet and like totally survives.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was
It's I'm not sure where they are, whether they're in Afghanistan or Iraq, but a lot of those are old and just making their way around the nets. But go check it out. It's really, really, really cool.
Hashtag inspirational.
Hashtag. Hashtag too many hashtags. Hashtag. That was the hashtag.
That's the hashtag segment of this week.
You guys have Twitter?
No.
I used to, but like I used it for like 2 months, and then I got bored of it. Like I would all my like dumb thoughts, I would always post them on there, and
Go full
I was just never successful in tweeting.
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know?
Same deal. And we had a band Twitter, but we kind of went defunct with it.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of the bands here, they don't really use Twitter. They try, but they don't.
I just don't see it as like super effective. I don't know. I thought of Pokemon when I said that. It's super effective, but
He used Fire Blast.
Tumblr.
yeah, Tumblr's cool.
Oh, you were one of those guys.
Well,
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. A bunch of bands have been using Tumblr now, and it actually goes somewhere.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
unless you're us.
I found myself on Pinterest the other day.
He just said that out loud.
Yeah.
I've
my-
never used Pinterest.
It's
Me
cool
neither.
if you want to get like a cool haircut.
What?
What?
Like if you want to
Pinterest will cut your hair
Yeah.
You know what? This sounds
for
cool.
one monthly fee.
If you don't know what you want, and you want, like, for example, I got a haircut the other day, and I didn't know what I wanted, so I typed in like men's haircuts, and I I found some cool pictures, and I took a picture, and I sent it to the lady who gave me my haircut, and so yeah.
Oh, well, your haircut looks nice.
You don't even know what my hair looked like prior.
I go to that place.
Yeah.
I go to that
So?
place where they're like, "What haircut do you want?" And I'm like, "A number 4."
I used to. I mean, this is the first haircut I actually paid for in 4 years.
You just look at the picture and name off the number.
Limp Wizurdz is bringing MySpace back. I'm calling that right now. Y'all know Justin Timberlake owns MySpace now.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it
I
funny
believe
because
it,
in the social network he played the guy who owned Napster and
Yeah.
started
Oh,
Facebook.
really? I've never seen that yet. I need to see it or see it.
That is weird. He actually owns it, the whole thing.
That's
himself?
what someone told me. I don't know how true that is, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, my boy JT can do whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? I get down with NSYNC, and I'm being dead
Oh.
serious.
Bye, bye. I used to have NSYNC CDs as a kid.
Ooh, me and Rod went to church camp in like 7th grade. We orchestrated our group or whatever. We orchestrated like an entire NSYNC dance for like I don't know what it was for, like a contest or something, but
Yeah.
it was legit.
Pretty sure we won that contest.
Yeah, it was like straight on, everyone doing the same moves at the same time.
Was it the no strings attached? Did you guys do
yeah.
this?
All the way. We had pyrotechnics in the cabin. It was insane.
I don't see you out that door, baby. Bye, 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 bye. Gonna be a bull for you. Just another player in your game for two. We don't even remember all the words.
Oh,
but
I do.
I don't.
Front to back, dog. I can sing the whole thing.
I also liked Backstreet Boys.
No.
You didn't like Backstreet Boys? 98 Degrees.
Yeah, I like Bone Thugs if that counts, but they're a little bit.
I guess.
I'ma shoot you, girl.
I never could get into Bone Thugs.
Oh man.
But Cypress Hill now.
What about
Yeah,
Cypress
Cypress
Hill.
Hill's pretty good.
you guys? Forgot about Harmony.
Oh, I was like, what?
You don't leave him out.
And DRS.
DMX.
Ooh.
Players wanna play, players wanna hate. I'll give a dog a bone. I'll give a dog a bone.
Dude, I get down with DMX. He's awesome.
Stop. Drop.
Shut him down. Open up shop. Oh.
Mind your business, lady. Give a dog a bone. I don't know. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
Have you heard that song "Slippin'"?
Yeah.
I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Every time he says that, I think of that commercial, like DMX on the floor, just like I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up.
Like the life alert.
Yeah. That song's really sad though. He talks about like I got a son and I'm smoking crack. What am I doing with my life? Like, but he's DMX, so he just sounds angry rather than sad. Just like, I'm smoking crack. I hope he doesn't come kill us after that.
I heard your song on the air. You're going down, Limp Wizurdz everywhere. There's a picture, I guess, of your logo on something that we have. It looks like. Have you heard Kid Cudi's Wizard?
I know what you're talking about. Our friend Jose, again, this was like a long time ago. Jose sent that picture to me. I was like, that's cool, and I didn't even know that existed, the what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then later on, I was on some website and I saw that. I was like, that's where he got that. Jose didn't make that.
Yeah, that's right here.
Yep.
Because that looks like Kid Cudi's
Oh,
side
man,
project
that album
Wizard.
is old. Yeah, that's an old album, but yeah.
That's cool. Rod said that you have a tattoo of Limp Wizurdz.
Yeah.
So you can't change the name.
No, never ever. Unless you wanted to change the name to
LW, Left Wing.
LW, Left Wing, Losers and Winners.
Hey, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Losers and winners.
There's another one I don't know if I can say, but we'll just move to imagination.
Long. Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's not really that
Is it
bad.
Oscar Mayer related?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's about hot dogs.
Ah.
It's an advertisement.
You do have a hot dog shirt.
I almost wore that one today.
Yeah.
Yep. I wish I would have. All I did was wear this Heisenberg hoodie. You're looking at me in disgust, Keegan.
No, I only got into season 3 of Breaking Bad.
I'm did you stop watching? Or
Yeah, don't spoil it. I
Okay.
know what happens to an extent. Thanks, spoilers. But
Don't spoil it. I know the ending.
have you guys? Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
I don't.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Oh, well,
Rod,
you
do
should.
I know everyone says it's a really good show.
Everybody told me the same thing.
It's
I just
probably
haven't had the time yet.
Yo,
Great.
Friends is about to hit Netflix, and I never watched that whole show in its entirety. So
Oh yeah, that's like my fiance. Luckily, I caught what is that? The nerdy guys on CBS.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. My fiance got me started on that like after the second season. So I got
I don't
caught
like
up.
that show.
I don't either.
I think it's funny.
it's a good
The one
I think
guy,
it's
the
funny,
the
dude.
nerdy guy. What's his name?
Sheldon.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
He kind of gets on my nerves too, but it like all of them together. I mean, I'm from the '90s, so it's like Blossom's on there. Was David from Roseanne's on there? It's like all these people are just. It's cool, man.
She's
Actually my favorite character. What's her name? Amy Farrah Fowler.
Is she the one?
Amy.
She's
across
she's
the
the one
hallway?
with
Yeah.
No, she's the one that's with Sheldon. Sheldon's
Oh,
girlfriend.
the nerdy one.
Yeah, because she's always trying to get him. Yeah. She's always trying to get him in the sack, and he don't want to.
I like
Mhm.
I like King of the Hill. That's probably
Yeah,
one
King
of
of
my
the Hill's
all-time
funny, dude.
favorites.
Dang it,
My dad loves that one.
Bobber.
That's actually my dad's ringtone whenever he calls me. Cause
Really?
yeah, I walked in and he said there. Yeah.
The teenage girl was who was
Brittany
Zarya?
Murphy.
who voiced her?
Brittany
She
Murphy?
passed away. Yeah.
Brittany Murphy.
Yeah, she was an 8 Mile.
Brittany Murphy.
Why? I don't know why. That's,
She was in Clueless. No, she was chubby then.
It's alright. I've seen that movie too.
She was in like that movie Little Black Book, I think. Some movie about a book. I work at a pawn shop and I saw her on the cover. I was like, oh, I know that chick. I think it's
Brittany
called Little
Murphy.
Black Book.
What'd she die from?
OD'd, I think.
Oh, did she OD?
I think so.
OD?
Yeah. She was in a movie
OD?
wasn't she in a movie with like Ashton Kutcher?
And she OD'd on.
Like they got
Ashton
just
Kutcher?
married or something like that. They got married in
Yeah.
Vegas or something like. You know what I'm
No.
talking about?
Oh.
They're I don't know. Looks like Russia or something. I don't know, but I know which movie you're talking about. They drive that small car.
Sure. I actually haven't seen it.
Way to ruin the movie.
Yeah.
They drive a small car, really?
Is it a smart car or a juke?
No, it looks like a small, like, Geo, like...
Geo Metro? But speaking of 90s shows, my favorite 90s sitcom was Seinfeld. You guys like Seinfeld?
Never got into
Never
it.
got into Seinfeld?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Seinfeld was cool.
I love Seinfeld.
You know, Cosmo Stanza's a reference to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's Cosmo Kramer and George Costanza. Cosmo Stanza. They must like Seinfeld. Trying to get them on the show. You should say, hey, guys, we're just on this and that.
Wait, we're playing with them in like 2 weeks. I'll holler at them. I'll make them. I'll walk them to here at gunpoint and force them to come to the show.
I don't know if you should do that.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't.
We had an ordeal last semester where there was an alleged shooting.
I remember that.
And I was in the building where it happened, allegedly. And these cops pull these guns on me, and I'm freaking out. And they're like, "Come over here!" There's guys with like an M16, and then one guy's got a shotgun, one guy's got a 9mm, and they're running around, and I'm like, "Oh goodness!" Turns out it was just like some construction equipment. My parents are crying. They're calling. They had like Channel 9 News helicopter looking over the school.
Yeah, actually, I got a clip of that saved.
You do?
Yeah, it shows me and you walking out at the end.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, we're cutting out to the right, and everybody else is going across the street. We're walking towards school.
Really?
Yeah.
Towards the school.
It was like one of those news bumpers, and it was like later at news or whatever, later at 10, and it showed Gaylord, and we're walking out the front doors.
That was interesting.
That was all right.
We got out of class that day, so
got class canceled.
Having a gun pulled on you is not fun.
No, not at all.
I just thought of a crazy show story, which technically wasn't with Limp Wizurdz, but we were all there. It was when I was in another band, but Frankie was driving us or hauling equipment or something, and it was like we were parked on the side of the street, and he's backing out, and just, common mistake, he almost hits this lady, whatever. We stopped, we're like, sorry, we didn't see you. And then she just, like, slows down and pulls out this revolver and points it at us, and I'm just like, well, I'm going to die. And then she yelled something and kept driving, and, yeah, it's not fun.
I don't mess with old ladies. I know
she wasn't old. She was, like, 25.
Oh. I don't mess with old ladies either. Oklahoma. Luckily, I got pulled by a cop, not just a random person.
Yeah.
Well,
Still, though, you see those stories on Facebook all the time. Like, cop shoots guy over corn dog.
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
Picture this, Ferguson, Missouri.
2014.
I was a young man
in his prime
walking down the street
when suddenly
a cop pulled up
and shoots me
for nothing.
And then
heaven.
Y'all pretty good at that. A little ad-libbing.
That was, well.
That's why we're.
That's why we have a show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Speaking of shows.
Yeah, we're fixing to take a break. We're going to take a break, and then I'll come back with Beer of the Week, and we'll do our whole beer
countdown, right?
We'll do a countdown, then we'll do Beer of the Week. How's that sound?
Beer.
You guys like beer?
Yeah. Me, not personally. Not me. I don't drink.
I hear you. You're listening to this and that.
Work, police work.
On the wire.
Give it a second. You're listening to This and That with Keegan.
Let me just tell a story and I can make it really good.
And Jeremy.
I'm covered in blood. The pig is dead on the ground.
On the Wire, your student radio.
Well, that definitely has to be one of my favorite ones.
You see them laughing about the pig,
yeah.
The blood. That was a story he did. He actually he killed the boar with a machete in the wild once.
It was life or death.
I couldn't do that.
Dude,
Neither could he.
I didn't know I could. It's either me or the pig, and I was hungry. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome back to This and That. I'm Keegan Mean, along with me always, Jeremy Deere. We're rotating members of Limp Wizurdz. Now we have the guitar. You play bass.
I play
bass and the drummer. Taylor went to go do stuff. So you can listen to our show. We're on every Wednesday morning from 9 to 11 Central Standard Time. Why? Because we live in the heart of America, Oklahoma.
America.
You can listen to us a variety of different ways. You can go on wire.ou.edu. That again is wire.ou.edu. You can go to livestream.com/thewireou. but we recommend you to download the TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone or tablet. When you download it, on the search bar, make sure to type in Your Student Radio, and you will find OU's The Wire. Then you can listen to us that way, but that's the one that seems to be the most consistent and working. So please download TuneIn. If not, you can also go on tunein.com and just search it like that. If you want to call us, you can call us at 405-325-WIRE. That again is 405-325-WIRE. And follow us on Facebook. We just need one more like to beat our station's Facebook page in likes. So facebook.com/ThisInThatWire.
And The Wire, as a radio station itself, always takes requests from the DJs, as well as our show. If you want to call in a request for a song, if we have it, we can play it. The phone number is 325-WIRE.
You can follow us at Twitter as well, at ThisInThatWire. And if you want to email us, ThisInThatWire@gmail.com. If you're a musician or in a band, or you're just a cool artist, you have some kind of talent in the Oklahoma City Metro, and you're interested in being on our show, let us know. You can hit us up. We're always looking for talented people to provide us insight on all the art in the area. And plus, Jeremy and I were big advocates of local music, local art. So please let us know. Tell your friends. Keep on rocking. So we are going to talk about a countdown list of, what is it, Jer?
We got a top 20. I said top 10 before the break, but to be correct, it's the top 20 best-selling beers of 2013. So this is just based on sales. So, you know, it's not the best tasting. It's not the whatnot. It's just the most popular sales-wise.
So probably a lot of really bad college beer.
Hey, but they are popular. People buy them. So it was
the job done.
Yeah, it was worth. It was worth. Bringing up. So our we'll start with the top 20. We'll go from 20 to 1. 1 being the most popular sales-wise in the U.S. Number 20 was the Bud Light Lime Strawberry.
I've seen my friends have these. They say
Jesse talked
2 or
about
3 of these and you're done for the day.
And you gotta remember that outside of Oklahoma, these beer alcohol content is a little different, and
a little bit better.
That'll come into effect. But it usually retails for about $34.69 for a case.
What? Whoa. How many are in there?
A case, 24.
That's a lot.
I know. Well, it looks like they've grossed $246 million. Gosh. Over.
You guys ever had these?
No. I'm gonna have to say I would probably pass. I'd probably pass on it, honestly. I'm not a big Bud Light Lime anything. I mean, I'll drink it if it's around. But
it's like a, I don't know, little canned little
a margarita.
When Jesse and Carlos were in here, Jesse said that's what she likes to drink. There's a strawberry limerita.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's not a beer person, is she?
No, I still owe her Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Those are good. I don't
on our number 19 is
Yingling
Traditional Lager.
That's a Northeast beer. It's one of the oldest beers in the country, I believe.
Also brewed by Anheuser-Busch, and that runs about $21.87 per case. That grossed $248 million, just over.
I've never had Yingling before, but I've heard good things about it. I mean,
I do too.
It's more one of those like traditional. We've had it for so long. Everybody's kind of had it, kind of thing.
It's pretty tasty. That's what my dad drinks. So.
Oh.
And this next one, I didn't even know that they still sold this stuff.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it retails for about $17.26 a case, and that's Anheuser-Busch's Bud Ice.
Bud Ice,
and that sold roughly about $248 million.
It reminds me of like when they would make cherry vanilla Coke. They don't have cherry vanilla Coke anymore. That's what I think about.
I think that stuff was what they sopped up off the floor.
Bud Ice?
Yeah, that's what's left of it. Have you guys ever had Bud Ice?
No, I never have.
It's the cheapest like Budweiser brand that you can buy.
It's like 30 cents a bottle or something like that.
When I'd go to Texas, that's what I would pick up because it was cheap. I could get like 2 or 3 cases of that.
Yeah.
It's nasty looking.
For $17, that's cheap. But oh look, I thought the lime. Our next one is Bud Light Lime, and that runs about $26.22 a case, grossing about $285 million. Bud Light Lime is our number 17 of the top 20.
There's just something about beer and lime that just don't mix well with me. I'm not a fan of Mexican beers. That's kind of like the thing.
I like Mexican beers.
Yeah, like
I
that.
like
I was
Cacao
kind of
Modelo.
grown on like the beer and lime and salt. You know?
I can't do Corona.
Mm-mm.
I can't do Corona Light. I can do Corona
What was that?
Extra. Corona.
Corona.
It's not burrito. It's burrito.
Yeah, I'm a Tecate, man.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't even
Double
like-
X.
No, I just
Dos Equis
Dos
is
Equis.
good.
Worst
Yeah.
beer I've ever had was
What?
Dos Equis.
I know.
I was in
It's
high
so
school.
Smooth, though.
Exactly.
It was
He just turned 21 not even a year ago, so he's still got, still wet behind the ears.
you guys. Never mind. 16. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
former
it got sold to the USSR,
communists.
man. We it was our beer of the week a couple of weeks ago. It retails for about $16.20 a case. It's Pabst Blue Ribbon PBR.
Yeah.
Looks like they sold about 288 million in the year of 2013. You guys like some PBR?
I do. I can.
Yeah.
drink it.
If they have it, I mean, and there's nothing else.
I remember back in the day when they could advertise like all you could drink for one price. Like that was always PBR. I mean, like you'd have you buy the cup at a bar or a club or whatnot and drink all you wanted. The next one, number 15, retail sold about 321 million, just a little over, and it goes for about 26.34 a case. And outside of Oklahoma, you'll really realize what this beer is about. It's the Bud Light Platinum. In Oklahoma, don't even bother buying it because there's nothing special about it. Outside, it's actually one of the only Budweiser beers that is truly 6%. The rest are 5.3.
No,
Yeah,
what's
if you didn't know
different?
that.
Bud Light and Bud Light Platinum, really.
It's a lot smoother. It tastes better.
I like
mean,
it.
but outside of Oklahoma,
Yeah.
it'll get you gone really quick.
I've had it in Colorado before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go up to Fort Collins?
No.
You got to. You'll leave there buzzed up, man.
Really?
They give you like 3 free samples at the end. I know. It's really cool, man. Last time I went up there, we went to the Coors Brewery and went to the Bud Light, and then we went back to the Coors Brewery, and then we went back to the Budweiser. It was pretty cool. I had to go visit them twice.
Yeah.
The next beer on the list is number 14. It's a Natural Ice.
Natty Ice.
Not Natty Light, but Natty Ice. And that retails for about $15.45 a case. And so grossed probably about $335 million last year. I don't know anybody that drinks Natty Ice.
Did you guys ever heard of a website called My Life Is Bro?
Yes.
They always talk about pounding natties. It was chill.
Playing the cross. Yeah. Pounding
fist
natties.
bump, my bros. Eating sandwiches and pounding natty. That's why I always think of Natural Ice and Natty Lights. Is that website. My Life Is Bro. That was.
And again, these are the 20 best-selling beers of 2013. Number 13, lucky number 13, was Miller High Life. I got a couple of friends that like to drink this. I can't stand.
Oh,
the
I know
taste
who
of
you're
it.
talking about
It's
too.
not that bad.
I can't stand the taste. If I don't know, but
I mean,
Yeah.
I would definitely pick like anything else beside it, but like if that's the only thing that's there,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, well, it grossed 476 million, almost 477 million, and that retails for about $15.76 a case. The next one is Keystone Light, and from what I hear, the fraternities, that's their go-to beer around here is
Yeah.
Keystone Light. So
I got a 30 rack in my fridge of that.
and I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it at all.
It's funny because there's a tour going on right outside, and you can hear us talking about beer, and people are starting to look at us. There's like a lot of
Oh,
kids.
can they hear us? out
yeah,
there?
it's the
there's
beer of the
those.
week, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hopefully they'll stick around long enough to hear our PSA about drinking responsibly. But Keystone Light came in selling $493 million worth at $14.71 a case. Number 11
Keystone so smooth.
is Modelo. Modelo,
tasty.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
That is
It's a Modelo Especial. It's retails for about $26.54, and it grossed $574 million. That's quite a jump from the number 12 spot.
Have you ever had the Modelo Negra?
The what?
Yeah. That's I like that. And on the show I've said this before. I like the darker beers.
Oh yeah.
During the winter, during the colder season, and then
You switch off.
I mean, I kind of migrate because I don't know, it tastes better. But I like that one during the winter. That's one of my favorite winter ones too. The next one's number 10, Heineken. If you like your Heinies, you can purchase them for just about $29.82 a case, and they grossed $669 million, a little over.
Never had it.
I've never had Heineken either.
That's some primo beer. It from person to person, like it kind of tastes the way
Some things
certain
smell.
illegal
Okay,
smoking
okay.
substances taste before it's burnt.
Rolling Rock tastes like that too. I don't know if you
It's
guys had
people say it's skunky.
It's something to do with
but
the green
it
bottles,
tastes good,
I
dude.
think.
It tastes good. I like it. I mean, like I drink it for that skunky taste.
Yeah.
'cause, I mean, did you know hops is a cousin to marijuana? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why you kind of get that skunky taste in there.
No wonder we all like
Something
beer
you
so
learn.
much.
Exactly.
Learn something new every day, huh?
That was $29.82 a case, and that grossed about $669 million. Number 9, now that we busted the top 10, is Anheuser-Busch's Busch Beer. This is their company name beer. That retails for about $15, $15.53 a case, and it grossed about $673 million, a little over.
I don't like Bush.
This is what my uncles and my dad's brothers.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they'll drink. We'll get Natty Light. They'll turn their nose up to it. We get Budweiser, and they're just like, eh. I mean, they went there.
Where are they from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm Native American, and our tribe's located right outside of Hera, Choctaw area. So
Okay.
it's like,
I have family up in St. Louis, and so all they drink is Bud Light and Budweiser. They won't drink anything but.
yeah.
So maybe just
I
a
don't
regional
know.
thing.
For me, like Anheuser-Busch, I feels like more
Mainstream.
no, not mainstream, but like classy in the sense that it's been around for so long that it's kind of just like if you see somebody drinking it, it's like, oh, okay, he has good taste. But like Budweiser, Bud Light, it's just like light beer. It's like it's kind of a fad, I think. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and I went through this whole list, and we'll talk about it more when we get through it. But it's one of those things. I know there's so many more microbreweries, and I think that kind of dilutes the sales of some of the other more popular beers that people like. I mean, some of my more popular beers aren't on this list, but I think again, there's such a plethora. These are the mainstream top grossing.
Yeah, and
ones.
a lot of these are, I think almost all these are light beers too.
Yeah, that started in like the 90s. You had to go light, as if it like saved calories or something. Yeah, that was Busch, right? I
Yep,
told you.
number 8
1553.
we are now on.
Number 8 is Michelob Ultra, which is a really good beer.
Yeah.
I mean, for the taste, I like it, man. That grossed $777 million.
It's normally at a good price too.
Yeah, on here it's listed for roughly about $24.57 a case.
It's worth it.
But my friend's mom drinks that. And then next, number 7 is Busch Light, and that's 1507. I didn't even realize they had a Busch Light.
I think of Family Guy. Have you seen the one where they're with the nudist and she goes, "I have Busch and Busch Light." You haven't seen that one?
No.
Oh, well, it's not as funny then.
Busch Light retailed 1507, and they grossed about $844 million last year.
Oh boy, here's
Next
our
is
first one.
next
Billions.
is the star billions. Busted
Natty
the
Light.
billion mark is Natty Light. I like that bottle, man.
That's a cool little stubby like Canadian beer bottle.
No, that's the old throwback. I mean, before long necks, that's what all Budweiser had. Was those little short stubby ones.
Pounded some Natty Ice.
Yeah, that was
Natty Lights. fist
$1
bump my
billion,
bros.
$122 million.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Man, Natty Light.
Uh-oh.
No.
Stories.
You're going to like this next one.
Because it's
Yeah.
Corona. Corona.
Corona.
That's $1,221 million, and that retails for about $30 a case, just a little under. Let's see what I got going on next here. Oh, Miller Lite. Again, it's another light beer. That's number 4 on our list.
Shout out to Zach Roberts. You and your Miller Lights.
I know a lot of people drink Miller here, but
He's the guy that goes to bars with like all these cool microbreweries and gets Miller Lite though.
you gotta have your go-to, man.
I can drink some Miller Lite. It's not that bad.
Sometimes I just want to break away from Bud Light because that's just the norm everywhere. So I'll order a Miller Lite. But also there's times where I'll go to a bar and I'll drink a natty just to keep it real. You know, you got to remember where you come from. You know, I remember all those days just scratching up enough money to get a 30-pack. But let's see, the number 3 beer is
Budweiser.
the King of Beers.
Yeah.
Budweiser.
Clydesdales. Those Clydesdales, man.
And that is $2,110,000,000 is what it grossed. And that's about $20 a case. Number 2 is Coors Light. I was wondering if there's going to be Coors in here.
Fresh from Denver, Colorado. Rocky Mountain.
I will tell you this
Coors
much. I was talking about the tours earlier.
Yeah.
If you go to the Coors one, halfway through they give you a good-sized sample of like it before it gets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean right as it's brewed. I mean it's right fresh off the line. And, dude, there's nothing better than some fresh beer.
Have you ever had a Coors banquet?
No, I
Coors
haven't.
Banquet
Haven't.
beer. Rocky Mountain.
I like it
Cool.
better than Coors Light, but it's pretty good beer.
I have a great uncle out in California. He drinks nothing but Coors, like original.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
like, and apparently up there where they all are, like my family and everybody they live around, their little tribe. Coors is the only thing they make fun of me for drinking Bud Light. I mean, I'm not stuck on Bud Light, but you know it's
Yeah.
just the norm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
Yeah.
norm, and I have a feeling that that's what number 1 is. Yep, Bud Light grossed
Wow.
$5 billion.
Almost $6 billion.
$5.9 billion. And that runs about $20 a case. And that's your top 20 best-selling beers of 2013. There's still enough time for everybody out there who drinks to change that list up for this year because there's so many more beers. I mean, I like a lot of Sam Adams. I like, you know...
I'm big into Belgian wheats, Stella Artois, Blue Moon. And our beer of the week this week, you ready for the music?
Wait a minute.
Beer of the week. Beer of the week.
Beer
Of the week. This week's beer of the week is Shock Top. What is it?
It's the
Pumpkin?
Shop Talk Pumpkin Wheat. That's just to stick with the October theme. And I tried it the other day, and it really isn't that bad. I mean, like, I hate jumping on board fads, the whole pumpkin spice and the whole pumpkin and everything, but Shock Top, it's a nice wheat, light
Yeah,
wheat. I mean, like,
I
it's
like
just
Shock Top.
light flavor and everything. And their pumpkin wheat is pretty good.
We always say here at The Wire that if you do drink responsibly. And if you're a student here, Jerry, what can they do?
Man, you're like pushing the show. Hold on. Okay, you can go to our Facebook page, and I put a little link to the Shock Top Pumpkin Wheat unfiltered wheat beer, Belgian style wheat ale. And now I've just posted our Safe Ride PSA onto our deal. So all you students out there who are listening, and those elsewhere, we always remind people, drinking should be about having fun and not about getting wasted, because how can you have fun if you're wasted? You know, getting wasted sometimes is a byproduct, but hey, drink responsible, because DUIs aren't anything to laugh about or mess around with, because they're expensive nowadays. I know that from experience. OU offers a Safe Ride voucher program, which any student can pick up from Monday to Friday from noon to 7 p.m. when the university is open. You can just go by the Student Government Association offices located on the Conoco wing of the Memorial Union, located off the OU Memorial Union Courtyard, room 181, Monday through Friday from noon to 7 p.m. to pick up your Safe Ride vouchers. And all you have to do is present them to your cab driver anytime from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings. And it's a free ride home. You can use it for multiple people. I've used it before.
I've used it before too. It's if you do use it, we always recommend you call them about 45 minutes to an hour before you plan on leaving, because they are busy cab drivers and they have other people. So if you do decide to use it, which we both highly recommend, please, call them probably 45 minutes early. That way you're not waiting for a while.
Plan on using them.
Use them.
Don't just have it just as an accident, in case you need it.
Organize your drinking
Exactly.
around that.
Exactly, because we want all our listeners to get home safe. And even if you can't use the Safe Ride program, a lot of bars out there, if they see you've had too much, they will pull some money out of the till, or maybe they even have a little side fund But I know a lot of bars will call you a cab and pay for it themselves to get you home safe because, they want to take care of their patrons.
Did you know about it, Frankie?
I did, but I've never used it.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
No.
Usually I just crash where I'm at.
Mm.
And that's a safe bet. Remember, without your shoes on.
What happened? Where are my shoes? So we've had the Limp Wizurdz on today. We've talked about beer. We've talked about Sweat Fest and all these other things. Did you guys have fun today?
Yeah.
Like, are you guys glad you woke up?
Yeah.
Come on the show. It's just a show where we just talk. It's great. I mean,
It's pretty cool.
we've been doing this for about 8 weeks now.
Yeah, enjoying every bit of it.
Every bit of it.
Some days are better than others.
Yeah, we've had
I mean, like production wise.
We've had, 1 week we had a band on and phones didn't work, music wasn't working. They had to leave early, so it was just like, we can't just talk for another hour, just us two. No one's gonna
By the
listen
way,
to that.
listeners, give us your shout outs. We'll do that shortly.
I know Chase O'Hara. Chase
know.
O'Hara gets a shout out because
Ken-
he just has to.
Ken Platts always does because he's our faithful listener. And
Dairy Boy.
yeah, I know he's listening.
Can we give a shout out to Gucci Mane's ice
Yeah.
cream tattoo? Just the tattoo though, not
Just the tattoo.
not
Shout out
Gucci
to
Mane.
the tattoo.
Just the tattoo, because
What's
that tattoo is sick.
Is it, what kind of flavor is it?
Probably chocolate.
Gucci Mane's ice cream tattoo. You guys have anybody you want to shout out to, other than Gucci Mane's tattoo? Jeff?
Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah, we gotta shout out Jeff for not being
And
here.
a lucky Mr. Snodgrass,
Braxton Snodgrass.
one of our other faithful listeners who listens when he decides he wants to.
Dustin Daigle, Lindsay Cloman,
Lindsay.
my grandfather, Eugene Mina. He's 93. I guess he's
Nice.
I heard he was
Nice.
listening. My parents, mom and dad, thanks for listening. The Limp Wizurdz, or Limp Wizards.
Speak Memory. Look at
Speak
that.
Memory.
They
Ross
they
Johnson.
posted today.
They're a good band. You could check them out. They're
Bob
playing
Ross, the
around-
late Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, the painter from
Isn't that his
OETA. Mr. Rogers.
Beer.
Yeah.
The OU volleyball team.
Jimi Hendrix.
Rush. The band. You guys like Rush? My favorite band.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Rush.
My dad would like you. My dad's favorite band is Rush.
That and Coed and Cambria.
Coed.
Love Coed and Cambria.
I noticed the Circus Survive shirt.
Yeah, he mentioned it earlier.
Are you gonna go see him play with Title Fight?
I'm
maybe?
not going to Dallas.
You're not gonna go to Dallas.
I'm not dedicated enough to drive to Dallas to go see a band yet. If it was, I don't know.
If it was Rush.
No, they'd probably play at the Peak.
Hmm.
I'll go to Tulsa. That's probably it.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the thing about Tulsa, I can just drive back. I'm not. If I go to Dallas, I have to drive 3 hours back. It's just not worth it. But Title Fight, I know. Oh.
I don't know.
Title Fight. I've never heard of Title Fight.
Title Fight.
Ultra pop punk.
Title. I typed in
Title Fat.
Is American punk band from Kingston, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I'll probably have to look on Spotify, check them out.
they're awesome.
They're playing with Circus Survive.
Mm-hmm. And Pianos Become the Teeth.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard about those guys. They they're no, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of a different band. They sound very carnival-esque, I guess you'd say, but that's not the right band. The something affair, I forget. The Venetian Affair.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Sort of. No.
I've never really listened to them, but I do know who you're talking about. I can't think of their name though.
They're gonna have A Day to Remember's coming. Issues is coming. You guys ever heard of Issues?
Yeah.
They're Diamond
I've never heard of
Ballroom.
Issues.
Oh. But City in Color is gonna be in Tulsa, which I'm a big fan of.
That's gonna be cool.
And Dance Gavin Dance. I love Dance Gavin Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Where are they playing?
They're playing at Dance Gavin Dance is playing at the Vanguard in Tulsa.
Okay.
City in Color is gonna be playing at Canes. And then we got some Diamond shows. I love the Diamond Ballroom. People kind of hate it. Have you guys been to you guys been to the Diamond?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about it?
I like it.
It's
I
not
like
bad.
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I haven't been there really enough times for me to really say much about it.
It seems like it seems like it's so much more huge once you get inside.
Like I have a friend who is his
More
family
huge, more huger.
His family kind of knows like the owners and stuff, and like he's gotten me into shows for free and stuff, like at the Diamond. So
what I like about it is like you don't have to pay to park.
Yeah,
it's just in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, like he said, I went to see A Day to Remember last year, and this was the longest line I've ever been in to go there. And as soon as we get, I mean, it still had so much extra space. It's just so wide, which is cool. But I guess the acoustics aren't all that great there. But like, have you guys been to Cane's, right?
No.
I've never been to Cane's. No.
They have a springboard floor.
Okay.
So when people jump, you can feel like the springboards. But
is it really a springboard floor, or is it just an old building with?
No, it's a springboard floor. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah,
I think like 2 or 3
I saw
years.
local natives there last year. No, wait. Yeah, that was the last show at Cane's I've been to, I think. No, wait, maybe I don't know. I don't remember. I go a little bit. Do you guys do a lot of shows in Tulsa?
Not really, no. Like Rod and Taylor said, we played Barkenham a couple times. We played Rudy's, which was where Sweatfest happened. We played at a church once. Yeah, which was kind of weird, but it was kind of cool at the same time.
Was it like in the basement of the church, or was it like in the main hall?
No, they had like a side room with like a stage and like sound
like a
system.
youth center or something for the church. It was cool.
So when you guys started out real fast, like I mean, as a person who just listens to music, I know you guys got to find people to book shows for you. Like, do you guys do that, or do you know somebody who helps you guys do that, or do people come and call you and say, hey, do you want to play this show?
Kind of all of it kind of like goes along. Either we'll hear of a show that we like and we try to hop on it, or they'll hit us up, be like, you guys want to play this show? Or we'll book our own show sometimes when we have out of town bands coming in. So yeah.
The industrial skate park has really been a lifesaver for the local scene here in Norman. I mean, there's always been weird venues up in Oklahoma City and things like that, but once the Opolis started doing 21 and up shows, it was kind of hard for the local scene. So once industrial opened up, the DIY scene was really able to grow because of that, because anybody can book a show at industrial.
Yeah, what's cool about that is like you listen to the show and you got these kids skateboarding at the same time, so it's got a cool atmosphere to it. I went a few, like last month. I saw you ever heard of Icarus the Owl? They're from Portland, Oregon. No, but Alice Awaits played with them. They're from here.
Okay.
Alice Awaits, I know.
Yeah, Alice Awaits and Giraffe Massacre actually opened up for Silverstein when Silverstein came.
Yeah.
Saw that. Yeah, it was a great show.
Man.
It's a great show.
Alice Awaits is actually kind of pretty popular.
Yeah, they apparently we have this program here at OU called The Set, which is bands come in and we record them playing. It's kind of like Guitar Hero sessions. Have you ever seen Guitar Center sessions?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like that, but apparently they did it a few years back.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen them a few times. They're actually big Coheed and Cambria fans. One of the guys has a tattoo of the Coheed and Cambria logo. But Industrial's great. Dope Chapel's great.
Yeah.
The Deli's great. Is the Deli 21 and up?
They're 21 and up. Yeah, we've never played the Deli. We've never played. We haven't hit the bar scene either, but it'd be kind of cool. Play some bars.
Yeah, but the thing about bars too is people don't go there to actually listen to the music. They go there to drink. But there's music playing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go to a house show, people actually go.
That's also how I found a couple good bands and good artists because I'm there to drink and then I'm like, oh, dude, I kind of like that, you know. And you hear it in the background, but you know, there's pros and cons to every venue.
What's your favorite venue here?
I gotta say, I got mad love for the Opolis. Like, growing up, that was where I spent a lot of my weekends at. So I was really disappointed whenever they got their liquor license and stopped doing all ages shows.
It's funny, I've actually never been to Opolis. I always plan on going, but I never do.
Yeah,
Because I know like Talos, they play there quite a bit.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
They're really good.
Mm-hmm.
Conquistador or what's
Samurai Conquistadors. Yeah.
Samurai Conquistadors.
They're really cool.
They're no longer
a band
together. Yeah.
They're really
The keyboardist for Samurai Conquistadors also plays keys for a band called Bungalooski, and they all moved to Oregon, I think, to go start to play music up there, which is pretty cool.
I believe Nicholas is on. Nicholas Von Bush.
It might help if I turn my mic on. Hey, Nick, you there?
Yep, I'm here, man.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Pretty good. What's up, guys?
Nothing. Thought we'd do our little tech segment, nerd out for a little while.
Sounds like a plan.
Have you been keeping up with how's everything going with the Windows? Because you're the Windows guy. Yeah.
Like
yeah, and I'm the Apple guy.
The Apple guy? I guess the only thing Windows related that I can think of right now is I find it kind of funny that the new Windows operating system that they're rolling out is Windows 10. Like it's so epic. They're skipping Windows 9 and jumping straight to Windows 10.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of crazy.
What's new about the Windows 10? I mean, what's the biggest selling point here?
Well, you know what? I think the biggest selling point, anybody that uses Windows, and it sounds so dumb, but I think the biggest selling point is when you click the start button. You remember on Windows XP and older systems and stuff like that, you could click the start button and then they expand, and then you could see all the little programs listed. Yeah, they're bringing that feature back instead of clicking the start button and it bringing you to that all the tiles and stuff like that. You can actually click the start button and it'll expand and it'll bring up the list of all the programs, like what we had a few operating systems ago. Something as dumb and as simple as that, and that's really one of the highlights of that system.
Yeah, I missed that because the tile thing totally threw me for a loop every time I'd go to click on it, and I'm like, what? I don't know. Windows 8, Windows 7 totally confused me.
Windows 7 wasn't bad, but yeah, Windows 8 with the whole tiles thing. Cause apparently what Microsoft called it was their Metro design, and apparently their whole thought process behind it is where Apple and Google were making tablets and stuff like that, and they were they designed operating systems that work with a touch screen. Windows didn't have anything like that. So what they tried doing was they tried building an operating system that would both work on tablets and computers.
Yeah, which was a great idea.
It turned out real ugly.
Yeah, it was a great plan, but not executed very well.
They didn't execute it very well, and then the reason they did the whole tile thing was because they wanted to expand to both newer and older generations, and they thought it was a smart idea to where you could any relevant stuff, like if you watched Hulu or Netflix, they had apps for that, Internet Explorer, anything relevant to you, you'd have the little tiles right up front, and you wouldn't have to dive any deeper into the operating system. And even the older generations, even, people's grandparents were like, this is stupid, where's my home screen at? Same with anybody else that used a Windows computer. So yeah, it definitely wasn't one of their smartest ideas, I'll tell you.
So you're looking forward to the Windows 10, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it'll be pretty good, and it looks like they're going back to integrating great features that were there before, and why they took them out to begin with, I couldn't tell you.
Well, me and Keith had a little brief conversation about the new Mac OS X Maverick prior to the show. He said he hadn't upgraded yet. I did the upgrade on both my computers, or actually all my computers at the house, and I
What's
can't.
that looking like?
I can't wait to hear the fallout about the icon design, because everything looks like a cartoon, which
really
what Apple should learn from with Final Cut X is that making everything all friendly and colorful and bubbly people don't like, because it makes the techies feel like they're playing with Fisher Price, which it being so easy it seems like it, and now make it look like it. It's kind of I'm waiting to hear the fallout for that. But like I said, it's really great. I like it because I can answer my phone calls on my laptop from my iPhone. So the integration between the two is really awesome. I mean, it's one of those things
Yeah,
where
that's what I was thinking. I thought they were really pushing even farther for, fully integrating your iPad and your phone and your computer all together, that they sync across each other.
yeah,
But documents and information.
It's one of those things. I'm an early adapter, so I like the new technologies and I like where things are going. But there's a lot of people in America that don't like change, and anything that changes, they just can't appreciate. And I don't blame them for that, because there's some things I don't care for either.
No, I completely agree with you. And I guess from what I remember, they're going for more of that flatter design, right? Like they did with the iOS for the iPhone.
What do you mean by that?
In the in Maverick, before the icons looked kind of 3-dimensional and stuff like that. The shading and shadowing is. Yeah,
well, they still have they still have the drop shadow on the back, so it looks like they're hovering above the thing, but it's just they're a lot more colorful. But
are they a lot more colorful?
Yeah, man, I'd love to talk to you more about this. We're running a little late on the show today, so thanks for joining us as always. Thanks for calling in, Nick.
Thanks for calling, Nick.
Yeah, not a problem, guys.
Yep, have a good one.
You too, guys.
That was Nick Von Bush.
Tech Talk with Nick.
Yep, that's our nerd segment.
What's that thing we always say? That that iPhone hating, Android advocating feller. So we're about to run out of time, guys. Once again, thank you so much for coming on the show this week. All three of you guys, 3 of the 4.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
So I told you, I mean, time flies. It's 2 hours have gone by.
Oh, hey, I gotta get back.
So
more tech talk. And that was our nerd corner.
Yeah.
Where we get to nerd out about technology. Keegan hates it. He crosses his arms and takes his headphones off every time. That's every week.
Yeah.
I know.
No, we love Nick. I need to hang out with him. I haven't seen him in a good minute.
It's because you've been too cool.
I've been too busy working all the time.
With your Sooner friends.
Pretty much.
Is that the name of your clique or something? Sooner Friends?
It's the Sooner Vision
.org.
crew.